Hola amigos, Dr. Lebrun aquí. Hoy aprenderemos los números 0 a 1,000,000. First, we'll look at some uses for numbers. Then we'll learn the numbers from 0 to 1,000,000. We'll end with some practice activities. Alright, let's take a look at some uses. The time, la hora, son las 7:20. The date, la fecha, hoy es el 3 de marzo. The year, el año, yo nací en 1980. El precio, la comida cuesta 10 euros con 19 centavos. Número de teléfono, mi número es 212-555-7895. Edad, yo tengo 39 años. Página, abran el libro en la página 319. Alright, let's get started with the numbers. We'll start with 0. Cero, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. With diez, you may want to look at some English words that are similar, like decade or decimate, have to do with the number 10. Continuing on, once, doce, trece, catorce, quince, dieciséis, diecisiete, dieciocho, 19, 20. Here, these numbers are very important to pronounce correctly. If you mispronounce them, you might be saying the wrong number. For example, with 12, it looks like dos in English, but the Spanish pronunciation is doce, which would give us 12. For quince, you may want to think of some English words that have to do with 5, like quintuplets or quintet. And for 16 through 19, they're saying 3 words altogether, like 10 and 6, 10 and 7, 10 and 8, 10 and 9. With 20, I'm pronouncing the V like a B as in the English word boy, veinte. Alright, let's continue on. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Again, here I'm combining 3 words into one. I'm saying 20 and 1, 20 and 2, 20 and 3. Alright, let's continue on even higher. 31, 32, 33. And you get the idea for the system. We can continue on like that. Now, we only need to know the tens place number for new vocabulary. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 99. 60 and 70 can be a little bit tricky because they're only off by one letter. The way that I like to think of this, for 60 and 70, S comes before T in the alphabet. I always remember that 60 comes before 70, 60, 70. So using this method, we can count up to 90 and 9, 99. Alright, let's keep going even higher. For 100, if it's exactly 100, we use cien. You may want to think of some English words like centipede, century, percent. If you think of percent and break it down in 2 words, it's actually saying per 100. For the numbers 101 to 199, then it's going to change over to ciento. And I'm not going to use a and between the 100 and the ones place. The and only goes between the 10 and the ones place. Let's continue on here. 101, 102, 103. Now, continuing higher, I'm going to make these 2 words in English into one word, and they're not capitalized. And let's go. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. Notice for 500, it's a little bit tricky. A lot of people want to say cinco cientos, but that's not correct. It's quinientos. And then notice that 700 is off by one letter. It's setecientos, and it's not siete. Alright, let's continue higher. We've got ochocientos, novecientos. Notice that it's novecientos and not nueve. Even higher, un mil. In Spanish, in English, the commas and the decimals are switched when we talk about numbers. For this one, you may want to think of some English words like millennium or millipede or even million. What does million have to do with 1,000? Well, this suffix O with an accent end is for something that's large. So if I take 1,000 times 1,000, that gives me a million, and so mil is the root word for there. If I'm talking about years, then I don't need any punctuation in either Spanish or English. So 1998 becomes 1998. And so if I break it down in the English translation, it's 1,998. And so we wouldn't say 1998 in Spanish. All right, continuing on, we got dos mil, and we can just keep going on with that system. Again, if it's a year, I don't need any punctuation, like dos mil doce. And going even higher, we just keep using the same system. 10,000, 100,000, millón. And those are the numbers from 0 to a million in Spanish. All right, let's take a look at a couple practice activities. Here's our first practice activity. Try writing the number in English to figure out what the Spanish number is. I'll give you about 10 seconds to work, and then I'll give you the answer. If you need more time, just pause the video, or you can even go back and check earlier in the video to try and figure it out. All right, here's your answers. Cero is 0, siete is 7, quince is 15, veinte is 20, cien is 100, 99 is 99, sesenta y siete is 67, setenta is 70, treinta y cuatro is 34, cincuenta y seis is 56. All right, let's take a look at another practice activity. Here, see if you can write out the numbers in Spanish. I'll give you about 10 seconds to work. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'll give you the answers. All right, 6 is seis, 17 is diecisiete, 21 is veintiuno, 45 is cuarenta y cinco, 30 is treinta, 64 is sesenta y cuatro, 98 is noventa y ocho, 79 is setenta y nueve, 88 is ochenta y ocho, 55 is cincuenta y cinco. All right, let's take a look at our last activity, and it's practice with some of the numbers. See if you can write them out in Spanish. I'll give you about 10 seconds to work on these. If you need more time, pause the video. Okay, here's your answers. 711 is setecientos once. 1492 is 1492. 1519 is 1519. 1776 is 1776. 1984 is 1984. 2020 is 2020. Gracias por mirar. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learning Spanish with Dr. L, to get access to all of my latest videos. Hasta pronto!